Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for November 28th of 2024 is titled NGC 206 and the star clouds of Andromeda. So what do we see here? Well, here we actually see what is part of the Andromeda galaxy. So we're looking about 2.5 million light years away. Now, this is part of a star cluster and some of the star clouds within Andromeda. So NGC 206 is a great stellar association, very large grouping of stars that we see here, and that was originally cataloged long ago. And here we can see that here the distinct bluish colors associated with hot young stars that have recently formed, as well as the reddish color of hydrogen gas, which is excited by ultraviolet light from those stars. Now we often see things like star clusters within our own galaxy. Here we're seeing them within a neighboring galaxy, and that is Andromeda. The fact that we see so many bright stars, blue stars especially, means that it's a very young cluster. And that's because the blue stars don't live for a very long time. Depending on the exact star, they might live for a couple of million years, maybe tens of millions of years, but they don't live for the billions of years that other stars live, like our own sun. So in this case, we're looking at things that are within the last 10 million years or so. So if the stars don't live for more than 10 million years, then that means they had to have formed within the last 10 million years in order to still be visible. Now, this is a tremendous size cluster and would absolutely dwarf things like clusters within our Milky Way, things such as the Orion region, which is a large star forming region near to us, would be dwarfed by the size of this. And in fact, this would span across thousands of light years at the distance of the Andromeda galaxy. So we're looking at a very large region, much larger than anything that we see within our galaxy, although it is comparable to some of the other big star forming regions within other spiral galaxies that we see within our local group, and within the Large Magellanic Cloud, which is another galaxy, a companion galaxy of our own Milky Way, which contains the Tarantula Nebula, one of the very largest star forming regions. So does that mean our Milky Way doesn't have any of these? No, it's simply that we're within our Milky Way, and that makes it a lot harder to see and pick out these kinds of objects because of all of the dust. And we can see some of that dust here with Andromeda. You can see those dark dusty areas, but we're looking down on it, or consider up on it, depending on your perspective there. And that allows us to really see things from outside rather than looking from within that disk. So if you were within the disk of Andromeda somewhere here, you could have a hard time being able to pick out this gigantic star cluster, even with its big size, simply because of the amount of material between us and the cluster within the galaxy itself. So that was our picture of the day for November 28th of 2024. It was titled NGC 206 and the star clouds of Andromeda. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture, previewed to be star cluster of the Milky Way. So we'll see what that is about tomorrow. And until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.